Test, test. Oh, there we go. Okay. And it screwed up the device on my microphone, so I just realized none of that was audible. I'm glad I was paying attention. Well then, that was awkward. Hello, again. Now that you've sat 5 minutes of silence. I am back to the main story quest of Final Fantasy XIV. Running around the Black Shroud. Gonna go learn how to fight alongside my Chocobo. As well as do self-management, which should give me access to the advanced jobs. Which means I will finally be able to transition into being a healer. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna play Scholar. But for now, we get to enjoy the nice scenery of the Black Shroud. Ooh, that's a big boy. Thankfully, not a big boy that wants to kill me. That Condor, on the other hand, looks fierce. Ah, one of the Seed Seers over there, keeping a watch over things. I feel like there should be sound. Did I do something stupid to my sound? No. Okay. Step 1, lick the crystal. Always gotta lick the crystal. Step 1.5, talk to the Chocobo Keep. Step 2, quest. Ah, yes. It's time to get my Chocobo battle trained. Crunching noises. Ah. At some point, I gotta get this burrito into my face. I didn't have time to eat before stream. So now I just gotta deal. But it's okay. I will simply make it work. Am I a professional? Technically no, because I'm not getting paid for this, because I haven't applied for affiliate yet, because I gotta do my taxes still. Oog. It's alright, next week, for sure. Or not this week. This week I can get away with being an amateur. So you're sending me over to Bent Branch Meadows, are ya? Okay. That's not too far away. I think... No, we didn't start in the Black Shroud, so we wouldn't have done the quests over here. Because Chocobo's egg gets stolen, you gotta go rescue her. It's alright. Yes. Alright. My Chocobo will face no danger that I myself would not be willing to face. This is my promise. You know what? I'm gonna make this a COCOM stream. I have decided. I'm gonna let my buddies join if they are online and feel like chatting, because this is very much a chill vibe stream today. Where am I going? All right, I got Geshel greens. I'm gonna give them to you. You should be teaching me how to make my bird fight. Alright. Geshel green's so tasty. Do anything for a Geshel green. Like Scooby snacks for birds. Alright. So now I need money to buy Geshel greens, because I'm going to get a bunch of those. Never want to be without Geshel greens, because you always want to be able to summon your Chocobo if you if you need to. And they're cheap. Just buy a bunch of them. Buy a couple hundred. I'll buy 300. Why not? Alright. So we got 300 Gushel Greens. Let's head up the is it called the Greenway? Green Path? The Matron's Lev, that's what it is. Lev? Lev? Luth? I can't pronounce anything. That's not true. I could pronounce some things. I just read a lot more than I hear. Especially because my ears don't work as good as my eyes. Oh, yeah, I absolutely wouldn't be doing that. I would never take up more than one inventory space, but... Actually, you know what? Let me put that on my hotbar. Special greens. So I could just summon my Chocobo from my hotbar. Speaking of summoning my Chocobo... and my carbuncle... there we go. Blah. Why is this... oh, I think it just hasn't figured out that I have my Chocobo summoned yet. It will. Bam. There we go. Figured it out. That's 2. And somebody's. You know what? Let's go for 3. Wham. Golden Hardy. Rare. Not really. I summoned him and the guy died before he could hit him. Who's a good carbuncle? It's you! Oh. Can I... yes, I can. You are going to learn how to tank because I plan to go into healer. So I will need you to hold aggro. Alright. I'm still probably going to end up pulling aggro off my bird, but he's going to do his best. Yes, you are. Alright. Where do I go? Where do I go? Back to Bent Branch. Okay, that's not that far. I'll just run. Yeet! I love jumping off something really high in this game. Can I get up here? Yes, I just need to climb up here. There we go. I have slain the Ziz. What is my reward? My reward is Chocobo fighting and, more importantly, a Chocobo saddlebag with, I think in my case it's 140. Hold on. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. By 5 by 7 by 4. 20 by, yeah, 140 extra inventory slots. Very nice. Not that I need it. I mean, my inventory is super empty right now, but you know what? We appreciate it anyway. So, guess it's off to do self-management. Oh, that's so close. I'm not gonna bother. Burrito time. Oh. Alright. Where are we now? Ah! This guy. The sylphs are giving you trouble? We know far too little of the sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the scions once more if we are to... Ah, beg pardons. It is a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. Haha, oh, I can relate, don't worry. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? A quest, of course. Ooh, level up. No, I'm not here to enlist. Don't worry. Yep. You said it, Ida. Good evening, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papa Limo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Ah, your little bird sings true. No doubt you heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelveswood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the Elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Now that's a little bit racist, my dude. Like, A equals A, sure, but I don't like the way you're using that tautology. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the Primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry indeed. Do we strike at Ramu, or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. The Sylphs of Little Solus remain untempered and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solus, you will come upon the Hawthorn Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs. This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorn Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papa Limo. Alright. Stoic nods. I got them in spades today. Let's see. Can I teleport there already? No, I haven't been there yet. Oh, and I have to go to the docks anyway? Oh, okay. I think that's the Lancers Guild? Yeah, okay. Should be able to just warp up there. No big problem. Hello there. Okay, good to hear. Ferry dock to the base of this hill will carry me across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east, you should find the Hawthorn Hut without much trouble. Okay. No problemo. Let's go. Alright, a higher level area of Black Shroud. Now I said earlier, I don't know if this was when I was still muted or not, that the Black Shroud is a pretty low-level area, only going up to about level 30. The Sylph lands are the exception. I'm treating them separately because of every sort of zone has an endgame, well, endgame from A Realm Reborn, Beast Tribe area that's like level 47 to level 50. And that's the Sylph lands. But as of right now, we shouldn't need to go in there. Oh, goodness. I completely forgot to go do my job quest. So I might have to, after licking this crystal, take a detour. Well, let me pick up the quest at least. For all their whimsy, the Sylphs are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. To earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? See, that's a great way of looking at it, Emmeline. Would you know more, you'd do well to speak with the master of this hut, Wolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Alright then, I'll pick this up and then head on to my job quest. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, they're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. Beg pardon, friend. My memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. Alright, well, I'm gonna go lick the crystal, and we can do this quest after I get my job stone. Snozberries. Alright, is it forgotten? I think it's forgotten but not gone is the quest I want. Oh, they're both over there? Okay. Easy enough. Should I unlock Summoner? Nah, I don't need to unlock Summoner. Ah, here we go. Hello, Muri. Libby, have you any interest in history? If so, I would share with you an opportunity to study the ways of the ancients. A curiously refined and well-read marauder visited the guild the other day in the hopes he might meet an arcanist of exceptional skill. He claims that the assistance of one such individual would be invaluable for the success of his archaeological research. I say claims because, despite his eloquence, the thought of a marauder with academic ambitions still strikes me as odd. It is true, marauders are not known for their intellectual pursuits. They are known for he exco burr, spoken, and this is spoken as a marauder main. Or a warrior, I should say. Exco burr. You are, of course, free to formulate your own opinions. His name is Elka Zolka, and he can be found at the Marauders Guild should curiosity overwhelm you. Well then. Onward we go. The Marauders Guild. And Elka Zolka. Oh, Lalafell. Hello, sir. I thought this was going to be voiced, and so I put a bunch of burrito in my face. That was a mistake. Thank you for setting aside your preconceptions, Blippi. I am acutely aware how unusual it is for a marauder to conduct research, as it were. However, you shall soon understand that I'm not at all like my more muscular brethren. Rather than rush blindly into the enemy's maw, I formulate and execute stratagems to great effect. My archaeological pursuits are but an extension of this practice, for at present I am researching the military tactics of ancient Nim. 'Twould not surprise me if you were unfamiliar with Nim. The civilization flourished some 15-odd centuries ago, during the fifth astral era. The Nimians lived during an age of wonders, when the magical arts flourished, but magics can be wielded for weal or woe, and this period of peace eventually gave way to the Great War of the Magi. The nations of that bygone era brought earth-shattering magics to bear against one another, yet Nim, with only a handful of mages to support its army of mariners, repulsed would-be invaders time and time again. Precisely how a military force of this composition could defy its stronger neighbors is a mystery which has long puzzled military historians. By translating extant Nimian tablets, which I have recently purchased, I mean to solve the riddle at long last. As my knowledge of Arcanima is cursory at best, I require an experienced arcanist to assist me with my analysis of any text pertaining to the magical arts. Will you be that arcanist, Blippi? Well, of course. This sounds like a worthwhile endeavor. There is, however, a complication. The Nimian tablets and other assorted relics, for which I paid an exceedingly large amount of money, were stolen en route to Limsa. The information inscribed upon those tablets could be of untold significance. I will not allow thieves to sell it to some rich Uldon collector for a pittance. Pray accompany me to the Raincatcher Gully docks and help me reclaim my relics. I have strong reason to believe the perpetrators can be found there. Of course. Alright, that is... Wineport. I haven't been to Wineport yet. What is the quickest way there? I think teleporting here and then taking the ferry? That seems correct. So that's what I will do. Alright. Where is the ferry? Up north a ways, I know that, but the ground's kind of chunky and I don't know if going down there or up here is better. I'm gonna try up here. That's what castrum is that. Castrum oxidans. Frickin' Garleans. With their castrum lurking in our borders. Rude. At least they're staying holed up in their castrum. Of course, if they came out, we'd kick their butt. That's why they're sitting in their fortifications. Oh! That is the glowy of a combat. As I suspected, they are not more than broken men who have seized the docks and taken to robbing every passing ship. Come, let us put an end to their banditry and take back what is ours. I see. It was intercepted in transit, and he wasn't with it. Aha! Boom. Get dunked on. This guy's gonna die so hard. Bam. 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 Get him. Hey, I can use my AoE skills. Because they're all grouped up. Get wrecked. The Final Fantasy goes very well, Cass. Hello and welcome. I am just now unlocking the Scholar job, which has a story pertaining to ancient Nim. Me and this Lalafell Marauder are going to investigate the secrets of ancient Nim, in particular their battle tactics. There he is. Yes, this is it. A treatise on Nimian military tactics, just as I had hoped. Oh. Whoa. Fairy! Hello there. Whoop. Mayhap the tablet can explain this. Scholars from the berries. The sunlight of Eos doth soothe and shield. The moonlight of Selene doth silence and strengthen. Oh, so that's a nut. So there used to be two fairies, right? Eos and Selene. And I think there still are. But they used to have different effects. Now they're just cosmetic. Whoa. Voices in my head. By the 12, have you any idea what this means? We have rediscovered the long-lost magical arts of Nimian scholars. Ooh. Scholar time. Fairies. Honest to God's fairies. Well, now I have seen everything. Anyway, I shall return to the guild and begin translating the tablet. Cannot wait to see what other secrets it contains. Back to the Marauders Guild we go. Every time I teleport, I get to take another bite of my burrito. Tasty. There we go. Hello, Alcazocla. Excellent timing, Blippi. I've just finished transcribing a section which will doubtless be of interest to you. According to the tablet, the crystal from which the fairies sprang forth is called the Soul of the Scholar, and it contains the wisdom of those long-dead Nimian mages. With it, you can call upon the fairy as you did before, and bind her to your will. Well, that seems mean. What if I ask nicely instead? As I said before, I have little knowledge of Arcanima, so unless you have some objections, I would like to entrust the crystal to you. Oh, and you needn't recompense me. Simply knowing that the lost arts are being preserved is enough. I shall devote my energies to deciphering the remaining text. Should I discover anything new, I promise that you will be the first to know. A scholar time. Fairy is awoken. Adlo! Adlo is going to be your meat and potatoes healing. It's a small heal and a shield. So now what I gotta do is create a gear set for Arcanist. Oops. And then equip my Jobstone. Okay. And to create a new gear set. Scholar. Thankfully I didn't de-equip everything because, well, I'm wearing stuff appropriate for my level and class. Is that a brand new... That is a... No? Level 34. Oh, you're also a scholar. I see. Now I gotta set my hotbar up again, though. So, that's gonna be a moment, except... I... prepared. So I know where to put all my buttons. So that goes there. That goes there. That goes here. Whoops. Summoning. No, that's Whispering Dawn. That goes here. So that's a heal everybody over time. Adlo, Ruin, Bio 2, Physic, which is just a raw heal. So Adlo has less heal, but it also has a shield for 125% of what you heal tacked onto it. So overall, Adlo is more damage prevention or nullification. So, but if it's very important that somebody at full health, because there are a couple of mechanics that specifically care about full health, Physic is the way to go. You know what? I'm gonna go with Eos, which means I don't actually need Selena on my hotbar, but she can live there. It's fine. Suna, Resurrection. That goes away. I need my mount. And I should put the rest of my skills in my hotbar. Now this is the AoE version of Adlo, essentially. A heal and shield. Ruin 2 is actually a different spell from Ruin, because Ruin 2 does not have a cast time. But it does less damage than Ruin, so we'd rather not use it if we can't help it. Art of War is an area of effect skill. Bay Illumination. This goes here. That is a buff to healing. Oh, and it reduces damage taken by the entire party. Nice. Now, I used to have Energy Drain as an Arcanist, but as a Scholar, well, you have to get to a bit higher level, and instead of giving you stacks, it consumes stacks for damage. Ether Flow is the button that gives you your stacks. Lustrate. This is an instant heal of high potency. No shield, though. But it costs Ether Flow gauge. Sacred Soil. That's, I think, a puddle you put on the ground that reduces damage. We're not going to see these for a while, so I can go over them again when I get them. For now, let's just get them on the hotbar. Deployment Tactics. Emergency Tactics. Dissipation. Excog. The oh no button. The damage buff. Act Resuscitation. At some point I'm going to switch into playing Sage, so I don't need to worry too much about all this. And roll, we need Surecast and Rescue, and look at that. Just enough room on my hotbar. Love to see it. Hey, there's Eos. Alright, Alkazulka. What's next? Oh, Succor. That is a very useful skill. So yes, we want to do this quest. Ah, Blippy, I was hoping you might come along. Deciphering the treatise has proven more difficult than I anticipated, but I have nevertheless made progress. It contains a wealth of military knowledge, much of which details the role of scholars in Nemean units. Apparently, a single scholar could provide effective support for an entire party of marauders. They would employ their magics to heal the wounds and enhance the abilities of their allies. Moreover, they often served in leadership roles, as they were highly trained tacticians. But how swiftly the remembrance of all things is buried in the gulf of eternity. The treatise indicates that Nemean scholars wielded a far more diverse repertoire of spells than you currently possess. Precisely why you lack these spells, I cannot say. However, the fault may lie with your fairy. One could surmise that the knowledge contained within the soul of the scholar is essentially hers. Therefore, if she cannot remember the ancient magics, it would suggest that... A thought occurs to me. If it is indeed the case that the fairy, having been sealed for 1500 years, has yet to fully regain her senses, mayhap visiting a familiar location would hasten the process. And I can think of no more familiar place than the city of Nim. Rather, what remains of it in outer Lenosha. Alright then. Time to go explore the city of Nim, which I need to teleport over here for, I guess, because I don't have Camp Overlook. I'll have to go lick that crystal. Oh, I'm teleporting. Time to eat more burrito. Hi-ho, dandelion, away! Ooh, foggy. Get to enjoy the ambiance of the fog. Alright, let's see. I say that a lot. I think I'm gonna go up and over. That seems like the fastest way to do it. Oh! You need to die. How do I fight as a scholar? Oh, I remember. You just use your dots. Aha! Yep, there's another kobold. I'm gonna get you. Oh, good night, Bash. But I don't think it's that late over where you are. But then your sleep schedule is completely ruined. I understand. A Forgotten Whisper. What's this? Very strange to remember. I will walk among the memories and see. That is a very large lizard. Oh, you have chosen death. perish. Before I forget, I will need to go look at the crystal. Also, I should kill these things instead of trying to kill me. You cannot defeat me, I am simply too powerful for you. A Chocobo is a clever bird, but not smart enough to dodge AoEs. It is a shame. Alright, it's time for horrible crunching noises 2, Electric Boogaloo. Or maybe my mic didn't pick that up. Nice. It didn't look like it did. Nice. Alright, back to Fairy Remembrance moments. The weather changes so quickly. It was all foggy and now it's all bright and clear. Fair skies, clear skies. Princess, huh? Princess Cake, please. Oh, that's a good name. Oh, that was a mistake. How do I get up? How do I get up there? Am I supposed to get up there? I feel like I am. Okay, how do I... Oh, I jumped there. Okay, so I have to get up here. We are learning! I've done this before, it's been a minute. There we go. Forgotten Whisper. Alright, this last one must be up above as well. Oh, you're gonna attack. Hello. Oh boy. Heal! Heal! Aha! Alright then. Observe the distant ruins. I would, but I couldn't attack the golems. It's so weird not having to do, like, complicated stuff for damage. It's just hit button, go. Which makes sense, because, you know, I'm a healer, I'm not a damage dealer right now, but after playing Arcanist, which is much closer to Summoner for so long, it's a little jarring. Now that's a view. Floating ruins. You know, the Golden Saucer has a jumping puzzle that takes place out there in the floating ruins. Well, what do you think, Eos? Any recollections? You are so tiny. You are so tiny. So small. Where am I going? Ulka Zulka. Back to the lower decks. Fair enough. Just remembered I forgot to mute my phone. Glad I remembered before it went off. That would have been awkward. Alright, Alka-Zulka. What do we got? Was it a success? I mean, I don't think it really worked, man. Well, if it did, this strongly suggests that each fairy is a distinct individual with her own thoughts, feelings, and memories. Well, I must redouble my efforts to translate the remaining text. At this rate, your discoveries threaten to overshadow mine. Not to bemoan your accomplishments, but I have yet to decipher any equally amazing stratagems. Soon enough, though. Soon enough. Yay, sucker! Such a useful skill. You know, in the olden days, Isuna, which is a role action now, used to be unique to Scholar. And only Scholars could cleanse debuffs. So it was very... So Scholars and White Mages had to work together. I mean, because that was it. Like, it was just, you had White Mage, you had White Mage, and you had Scholar, and that was it. Those were your healers. Astro and Sage got added in later expansions. Alright, well, back to Sylphic Studies, which is... That's the Hawthorne Hut. At least for another 3 levels. Then I gotta head back here. Sylphs? Inveterate, Tricksters, and... Inveterate. Inveterate? What does inveterate mean? You know what? I'm going to look that up. What does inveterate mean? Inveterate. Having a particular habit, activity, or interest that is long established and unlikely to change. Ah. Whoops, I didn't mean to click through that. Inveterate tricksters and troublemakers. That's what they are. One day they're drawing marble faces on our masks, the next they're sending our young sentries falling off to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. The quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. Tricksters, pranksters, photosynthesis. What else? Isabel. Sylphs? Yes, father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is wow, is almost completely alien to our own. You'd do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Hee. Nice. Now, it didn't tell me too much other than, what I already knew, which is they are pranksters and plant people. Oh, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You'd do well to remember this. It just may help win the favor of our forest friends. So I gotta dance at them. That's some good info. Oh, still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you'd do well to bring along a, what was it again? My wife, Rosa, and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than mine own. That's a mood, my guy. I will go talk to your wife. We shall see what she has to say. And it's raining now. I am over in the Shroud, though, not over on the island of Limsa, so having the weather be different here makes some sense. I should be able to put my hood up in the rain, but my ears are too big. Alas. Hello, Rosa. A peace offering for the sylphs? Were it anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep. Dear, no. Their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milkroot? That's what we call the root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow, with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. Oh boy. Time to go pick a fight with some grass. A curious tussle. Oh, don't you. Ew, poison. I can cleanse that though. Ah. Oh, it was on my Chocobo, not me. There we go. Alright, we got milkroot, we've got a knowledge of dance. LSD, well, it's LSD for people too, it's just that they happen to enjoy it. No judgment. Ah, Rolf. What do we got? Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Indeed, she was. Milkroot, but of course, those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Oh, so it gets them drunk. That's why it's like booze for them. Anyway, a gift of milkroot will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. Oh yeah, because the milkroot is exuding an aura. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milkroot well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. That's true, ochus do smell really bad. Tired. Oh, the sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the morble that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You're of more important matters to attend to today, yes? The Sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. Will not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'd regale me with some of your adventuring tales. Ah, and before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Emmeline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. What do you got for me, Emmeline? It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Cormuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater importance for you to deliver, a missive from the Elder Seedseer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Alright. Onward to Little Solace. Land of the Sylphs. I think I can run through. Yeah, these are level 16. They won't attack me. Surely not. Even they probably won't. Here we are, the Sylphs. Hello, Cormuxio. Walking one is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking one should go home and leave this one be. Time to dance. Doing the Benui shuffle. This one would welcome walking one who moves like these ones. If walking one would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so walking one should speak with quick tongue. I have milkroot and a letter. Walking one would bring gift to this one. Walking one is most kind. Walking one brings milkroot. Milkroot fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks, gives many, many thanks. Walking one carries a message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking one should not worry. Hello there, we're envoys from Gridania and we're here to treat with your people. Aye. We come to pay our respects to your elder, and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? Will these walking ones come from Gridania? Walking one became a dancing one and brought milkroot, but walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one. Wow. Elder one is busy. Walking one should go home. I can't do the high-pitched voice for some reason today. It's just shot. Go home, you say? But the Sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Blippi here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seedseer herself. Still, you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking Ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never. Turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Blippi's jig insufficiently jiggy? I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Alright then. It's time for hero chores, where we do quests for the local populace so that they like us. These all suck. I guess we'll go with paralyzing. Why not? Dance Dance Diplomacy. Oh, that's a great quest name. Say, Blippi, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing! You went through all that trouble to learn the sylph's traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course, I'd be happy to Ow! Ow! Oh, there go these bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. Uh-huh. Sure, Ida. Ah, well. I shall have to dance myself. Oh, Walking One knows Jolly Dance! Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. How's my Chocobo doing? You still level 1? You are still level 1. Amixia. Dancing. Walking One would be a friend to these ones. This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if Walking One learned the secret, Walking One could not weave in the same way. Oh, so you're a weaver. This one is weaving cloth. All the pretty cloth that Walking One can see was made by these ones. These ones keep the ways of weaving a secret. But even if this one taught Walking One how to weave, this one doesn't think Walking One could make cloth in the same way. Interesting. Good quality cloth, it looks like. Huh. What does Walking One want with this one? Elder One warned this one not to get too friendly with Walking Ones. Oh, right. I forgot to dance. Ah, Walking One is a friend to these ones. Friendly like gracious Elder One of Forest City. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, Ida. Your leg's still cramped. Blippi, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news? Why, I've thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. Blippi. As an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The sylphs who make their home in Little Solace do so having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? That said, the sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with Hira Imadia of the Gridanians who reside here. She is most like to be privy to the sylphs' troubles. Alright then. I certainly can. Wait, Raku is... My phone is yelling at me a little bit. What is going on? nothing important, it would appear. Alright. Media. What do we got? Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The souls of Little Solus are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solus wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from realms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Ziz Gorlins and Gallnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie brushes as well. They play an important role in Sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details, and with such feral beasts prowling the forests, they are not easily come by. When you are done with the deeds, seek out Camuxio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. Alright. You must die for the sake of peace. That's a 1. That's 2. There we go. Get the brownie brushes, I think. Which I think are a type of mushroom. Yeah, that sounds right. Goodness, I am exhausted. Don't know why, I haven't really done anything today. Oh well. We'll get through the Sylph quests at least. I don't think it's that long. Probably just another... Yeah, it'll be fine. Alright. All Nat. Die. Oh. Boring Weevil. Just a boring Weevil. Deleted. Back to Little Solus. Let's go. Tranquility of the forest. By harsh contrast to the car that drove by with their bass so loud it rattled the windows a little bit. Rude. Very rude of them. Thankfully it didn't look to get picked up by my mic, so. Dancing One is still here? Dancing One can dance all night. This one's trust is not so easily earned. But you see, I have brownie brushes. Dancing One brings brownie brushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills Bitey Buzzy One. This one hates Bitey Buzzy Ones. Dancing One is kind. Too kind. Many walking ones come to these one's abode, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all. This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since walking ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful, always careful. But Dancing One is not like other walking ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange walking ones with bodies of steel come to the home of these ones. This one thinks the steel ones come from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. Danger! This one begs of Dancing One to help this one know more. Dancing One is friends with these ones and walking ones, yes? Dancing One must speak to these ones here and walking ones in Hut House and find out more. This one has bad feeling. This one fears steel ones are after something. but this one should speak no more. Go, Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. Alright, time to see what the Garleans are up to. Shush, shush, this one says. Steel walking ones are scary, like touched ones. This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. Spooky. Spooky, scary Garleans. Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one is seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Big walking ones hunt for shiny treasure? This one likes treasure. Probably not. But possible. I will admit. Though what treasure they would want, I certainly wouldn't want them to have. Alright, what's your deal? Men clad in strange armor. Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. Uh-oh. That's not good. Fearsome types clad head to toe in steel, you say? Imperial soldiers, no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they're plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. Well, that's bad news. Bad news indeed. Hopefully this means I'll get to knock some Empire heads together. That'd be fun. Don't think we've gotten to do that yet. This one is happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? This one sees. Steel walking ones come from Empire, carry boxes, and go walking deep, deep through trees. As this one thought, steel walking ones are up to many nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel walking ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow Dancing One's map. This one makes mark, right here. This is where steel ones hide. This one knows. Dancing One will go looking for steel ones, yes? Indeed I shall. Purple. That means a fight. Come on back, Dandelion. Whoa, that's a lot of dudes. That's 2 down. 3. And 4. Suspicious boxes. Open up bombs. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I guess I was paralyzed. That's annoying. What did I find? Quartermaster's log. Oh, it was supplies. Huh. Hello again, Kamuxio. Dancing One is back. This one breathed a sigh of relief. This one was worried. Dancing One found something? I did. Dancing One found paper inside a box. This is a message from Empire? This one can read Walking One's symbols. Message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes, this one knows. But this one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from home of these ones. How do Steel Walking Ones know to find them? Is there a sneaky one hiding behind this one's wings? Swooping ones selling secrets to Steel Walking Ones? This one fears for this one's home. But Dancing One has helped this one much today. Dancing One must promise to always befriend these ones. I promise, Kabuxio. I shall ever be a friend and ally of the Sylphs. Helpful One arrives at a good time. This one needs Helpful One's help. What can I do for you, Kabuxio? One of these ones named Claxio ventured outside Little Solus alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful One must find Claxio. Alright. Claxio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry before Claxio ends up in the belly of a beastly one. Alright, back over here. Claxio! Hey! Your friend's worried about you. What? Walking One wants this one to return to Little Solus? Don't make this one laugh. This one is weary of living with those who are not these ones. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on Walking Ones for everything, no better than those ones that summoned a Primal One. Small wonder this one chose to leave. This one thought this a likely place to build a new home, but then Meddling One arrives, forces this one to go deeper into the forest. Meddling One is forbidden from following this one. Away with Meddling One. Well, you know that I cannot let you be alone. That would just be irresponsible. But we'll head back, see how Kamuxio wants to handle it. Yeah, I mean, we found the person. What? Claxio refused to return to these ones and went deeper into the forest? But this one saw touched ones lurking in the forest. Helpful One must hurry. Hurry and find Claxio. Helpful One should search for spools of thread on the forest floor. Those things will lead Helpful One to Claxio. Hurry. Hurry before touched ones take Claxio away. Uh-oh. It is a rescue mission now. I am running into walls. Oh, goodness. I might have to call this stream very early. Ugh. I don't know why I'm so tired. Well, I'll still try and stream the T-Prog. But that'll be in, you know, a couple hours from now. No introversion not allowed, because it's dangerous, as you shall see. Hello, Claxio. Meddling One is back? This one told Meddling One to be gone. Tell Kamuxio that this one will never go back. Never! And you are immediately kidnapped. Touched ones? Touched ones should go away too. This one is good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone. Oh, hey Ada, hey Papalymo. Be on guard, Blippi. These sylphs have been tempered, brought under the thrall of the primal Ramu. Akin to the Amalja tempered by Ifrit, these sylphs exist only to serve their deity. They'll not answer to words, only steel. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Axio, these ones are your friends. Serve Primal One together. Yikes. That's no good. Uh-oh. More coming. Ooh, Morble. You get hit by that AoE. Well, you saw how many debuffs just went on Ida. Focus on killing the sylphs. Nice. Alright, oh, and the Morble is running away. Nice. This one is safe. This one was so scared. Claxio, this one has been worried. So very worried. Is Claxio unharmed? Still in possession of wits? Amuxio, and Meddling One as well. Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Claxio. Claxio is safe fills this one with joy. Amuxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solus. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solus were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who those ones are, like touched ones did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now. Meddling, helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solus to be with Camuxio and friendly ones. Alright, safe travels. Hope they're gonna be okay. Well, that should see to that. Let's say we return to Little Solus as well. I, for one, could do with a nice hot bath. Don't know if you're liable to find running water there, though. But you're a thaumaturge. I'm sure you can magic up something. Yeah, we want to keep going this way. Well, that's good. I have to rescue the sylph. Okay, smooth sailing. Oh wow, that person just killed like all the Ziz that are normally here. This one thought Claxio was lost forever. Helpful One saved Claxio. Now these ones can be family again. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones, but Helpful One is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful One is a hero to these ones. Helpful One will bring these ones and walking ones closer together. This one knows. This one would take Helpful One to see Elder One. But Elder One is... Uh-oh, more problems. Is the Elder sick? This one must ask Kind One's forgiveness. This one made promise to take Kind One to see Elder One, yes? But this one cannot. This one cannot because Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. Elder One went into forest yesterday but has not come back. This one is worried. Elder One often goes into forest, but never, never for this long. Kind One will help find Elder One, yes? Near where Elder One disappeared is the home of a walking one named Buscaron. Buscaron may know what happened to Elder One. This one would talk to Buscaron, but walking ones do not always trust these ones. Would Kind One talk to Buscaron for this one? And Kind One comes from Gridania, yes? In Gridania live many kind ones, yes? This one begs of kind one. Please go to Gridania and ask fellow kind ones for help. Now please hurry. These ones are not safe until Elder One returns. Ooh. Alright, well, we'll get you the support you need. Or so it is to be hoped. Okay, so that's the Twin Adder headquarters. I gotta go talk to somebody. And... see how it goes from there. So it's get the military support for Little Solus, and then find the Elder. And Buscaron might know where the Elder is. Okay. Solid plan. Well, if it isn't our intrepid ambassador, how fare your diplomatic efforts with the Sylph tribes? The Elder's gone missing, you say? Why, if he were to end up in the hands of the Tempered Ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. You can assure the Sylphs that my sharpest-eyed serpents will be on the lookout night and day. No stone must be left unturned. I would ask you to call upon Guiamolco at the Bent Branch Meadows and deliver the message that the Wood Whalers are needed in the search effort. Ooh, calling on the Wood Whalers and the Adders. They are getting the help they need, I hope. Nothing else, resources are being diverted to the problem. A message from Commander Hilal, you say? Sylph Elder has vanished. Worry not, friend. The Wood Whalers have eyes under every leaf, behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these forests, we shall find him. That is good to hear. And Buscaron... Is it faster to teleport than run back? I think it is. I'm gonna try that strategy. Alright. Oh, stars. Oh, I love that. Oh, look at that sky. And the moon. It's so pretty. There's like actual constellations up there. Well, not from real life, but there's a class, the Astrologian, that sort of has a tarot deck that taps into the different constellations and their powers. And so when you do Astrologian, you learn what the constellations are, and you can find them up there. Like, they are actually up there to be spotted. Like, I mean, that's one of them. I'm trying to, what constellation is that, though? Is it the Ewer? No. It might be the Arrow. I remember they didn't make a lot of sense to me. I think that's the Arrow up there. Well met, adventurer. We have the finest grog and grub this side of... not here to fill your belly, then? Ah, hunger for dues, is it? Aye, there's been talk of a sylph lurking hereabouts, but I couldn't rightly say if it be the elder you seek. Those woodland scamps all look alike. Short of painting one red and another one blue, most folk would struggle to tell the two of them apart. If you've the time, mayhap you could stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You never know. You might even stumble across this sylph elder yourself. Alright. So now we're into kind of the next leg of this quest. The search for the sylph elder. I know I haven't been streaming that long today, but I think I'm gonna call it here because I am so tired. And I don't want to, like, start running into walls. It's, like, you know, don't operate a car sleep deprived, you know. And I'm gonna end up running off a cliff if I try to keep going. So I will need. I'll be back on at 7 Pacific, so in like a bit over 2 hours. But I think I'm gonna take a break for now. When I come back, though, I will be doing the Epic of Alexander, which is the 3rd hardest fight in the game. So I'm gonna we'll see how well I do. I'm gonna try and hope a nap fixes me, and if not, I'm going to die in many, many humorous ways, and you all get to point and laugh. It'll be great. Alright, well then, take care, and I hope to see you again in a couple hours. Cheers!